Well, Election Day is just over 2 weeks away, and Syracuse.com reports today that Congressman Brandon Williams is the, quote, clear underdog in the race for Congress.
In recent months, he's been moving towards the center and distancing himself from some of his past positions, including his position on abortion access. Our political anchor, Luke Radel, has the receipts, as he always does. Hey, Luke.
Max, Jay, good evening. As Democrats call him a, quote, MAGA extremist who wants to ban abortion in New York, end quote, his campaign has called those claims garbage. But 2 years ago, Williams was hardly shy about his views on New York's current abortion access. Take a listen.
V. Wade gets overturned, which I expect. We're going to be in 50 states that are experimenting on where those boundaries are and what people really want. Nothing's going to change in New York, unfortunately, but we're going to see that play out.
Now, in a statement to CitrusTV News, the Congressman's chief of staff, Taylor Winans, says in part, quote, New York's abortion laws are some of the most permissive in the country, and Rep. Williams has never shied away from his personal stance on the issue. But let's pause right there, because that line from Winans is questionable, given my interview with Williams earlier this month. Do you believe that the abortion laws on the books in New York State should be changed, and do you want to see more restrictive access here in New York?
That's for the voters of New York State to decide. That's what the whole court case was about.
You don't have an opinion on whether there should be more or less access to abortion in New York?
Doesn't matter what my opinion is. I've stated my position, and what I'll do is
I care about your opinion.
Congress.
All right.
I appreciate that.
All right. When I asked Williams for his personal stance on New York's abortion laws, he, shies away from answering. But he wasn't always this shy. 2 years ago, when he was running in a Republican primary, Williams outlined his support for a near-total ban on abortion.
But I am pro-life, and I believe life begins at conception. And I think science actually backs that up. The way that I think about abortion is that there is one person who has a choice and has a voice, and there is another that neither has choice nor voice. We have to represent that person.
So if I'm not understanding, you would support exceptions in some cases? This one does.
Very rare cases.
So you can see he tells the Syracuse Post-Standard he only supports, quote, very rare exceptions for victims of rape, incest, or to save the life of the mother. And it's a position his campaign maintains that he still holds today, but in recent weeks he's been a little shy about expressing it. But whatever you think about abortion, you deserve to know what these candidates believe, beyond the cleverly crafted commercials and those carefully coached talking points. And if you're interested, I've also done some extensive reporting on Democrat John Manchin's abortion views, because we're always trying to keep the focus on the facts, guys.